to right as we get ready to tip it off here at the America First Event Center. And as we get going here, Curtis, after the tip-off, we'll get some of your keys of the game for these two teams. Kinley Jensen will jump it for Sal Sevier against Tanisha Torgerson for Duchesne. Tip is up, and it will be controlled by Sal Sevier.
I think for Duchesne, just give a tip. They got to get off to a decent start. After dropping one by 20 early, you get that confidence by coming out and playing well early.
This is Sal Sevier playing keep away around the perimeter to get it to Mills for three. In and out, no good. Rebound, offensive for Kinley Jensen, and she'll draw the foul.
Yeah, pick up a foul early. That time, Chesney Farnsworth.
Yep, Farnsworth picks up her first, team's first.
Jensen's such a hard rebounder, and her quickness and size make her just really a valuable player for Sal Sevier.
Mills tries to lob into Patterson. Little underthrown, taken away by Grant, and then Grant will be fouled by Ashton Miller as she gets across the timeline. So it'll be the first on Miller, first on Sal Sevier.
Yeah, two pretty quick fouls and possessions in the first 23 seconds. And
so Duchesne basketball on the far sideline. Pass comes into Jaylee Farnsworth. Tries to split through the double team, just kind of threw the ball out there and tried to go get it. Kansas Mills takes it away. Up ahead to Nilsson. Nilsson driving left side across to Miller. Nice pass off the glass. No good. Missed it short. And the rebound to Duchesne. Farnsworth gets it up the floor to Grant.
Had 3-on-2. Great pass into Ashton. Just unable to capitalize.
Pass right side. Knocked it out of bounds by Jensen. Remains Duchesne basketball on the far sideline.
Jensen's got that quickness, quick hands, quick feet.
Inbounding on the line is Grant. She'll come into Farnsworth. Got Kira Grant running the baseline. The bounce to her in the left corner. Looking inside for Cowan. Now the Farnsworth on the wing. Jaylee works it around up top. Has the ball poked away by Patterson. Picked up by Miller. Down the floor to Patterson. 1-on-3. Crosses over right to left. Put it up. Off the glass. Got it to go. Sal Sevier strikes first.
Yeah, and Sydney's so good around the basket. Going to the left hand. They're going to come out and trap right now.
Half-court trap with Patterson at the top of that 1-2-2. Right side high. Grant with it. Tries to work her way around the trap defense. Now skips her right side to Chesney Farnsworth. Got interrupted by Jensen off of Farnsworth, out of bounds. Back-to-back Duchesne turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers kind of hurting right now, the Eagles right now. And you get tournament play, and in a bracket like this, you just want to protect the basketball, and it's denying them the ability to get a shot.
Right corner is Patterson. Comes out to Nilsson. Swinging around left side high Mills. Skips it back to Nilsson on the wing. Thought about it. Dribbles in. Pull up 8-footer on the baseline. Off the front of the rim. No good. Farnsworth rips the rebound down. Up to Torgerson. Down the floor to Grant. Skips it left side for Cowan. A little bit too high. Off her hands. Out of bounds.
Yeah, 3 turnovers for Duchesne.
4, but that's 3 in a row.
4, yeah. 3 in a row. 3 possessions. Good look last possession with Caitlin. She got a little jump shot and very capable hitting that shot, but points hard to come by in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2-0. Sal Sevier leads. Pass inside to Jensen, being double teamed. Spins right and lays it up and in off the glass. Kinley Jensen now with her first points, and a timeout called by Coach Grant. We'll take it. 6:01 to go in the first quarter. It's Sal Sevier 4, Duchesne 0 in this girls' 5th and 6th place game in the 2A classification on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Mason Machinery has MacDon's M1240 windrower that offers cab features to keep operators safe, comfortable, and productive all day long, including Ultra Glide cab suspension, a high-back multi-adjustable air ride seat, Bluetooth radio, warning beacons, and a fully adjustable steering column. The deluxe option takes it further with heated vented leather seating, power mirrors, and a 360-degree night vision to keep you cutting long after the sun sets. The M1240 is the next level of harvesting performance. Ask Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora about an M1240 for your operation.
When Bark detects a digital danger, I receive automatic alerts so that I can deal with problems as they arise, while still respecting my son's privacy by not having to read through every single message. Bark even delivers research-backed recommendations on dealing with the issue. This helps me and my son work together, trust each other, and build a deeper bond. Bark has helped protect millions of children while detecting tens of thousands of severe self-harm situations. Bark brings us closer together.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University. As we come out of the timeout, another turnover by Duchesne as they lose it out of bounds on the near sideline. So Sal Sevier basketball
will
leading
provide
4-0. 5:40 to go here in quarter number 1. Left corner Patterson, pump fake on the shot, drives baseline, bounces down the lane to Miller. Little 4-footer, too hard off the back of the rim. Rebound to Jensen. She goes back up and in. Kinley Jensen with back-to-back buckets.
Yeah, 4 points for Kinley out the offensive boards. Right now, Duchesne really struggling with the trap.
Kira Grant makes the catch, drives in, pull up 14-footer on the right junction, too hard, and Miller the rebound for South Sevier.
Yeah, I think Coach Grant's just glad they got a shot that time.
Caitlin Nilsson going to drive all the way down the floor and draws the body check in the foul. Free throws coming for Nilsson.
And she picks up the foul on Chloe Cowan.
That'll be the first on Cowan, second team foul. Cowan is an impact player for this Duchesne team. She got into foul trouble in that Draper APA game. Played well yesterday, though, in the win yesterday. And so we'll see what that foul might do, because she does have that tendency to maybe get a little physical and draw some of those fouls as Nilsson knocks down the first free throw.
And you want to encourage that physicality and athleticism, but you want to kind of rein it in, pick your spots. And I think a lot of times if you tell the kids, play good defense with your feet, but just don't reach.
8-0 is your score. South Sevier leads after Nilsson makes both free throws. Right side high, Chesney Farnsworth comes out to Grant. And they swing it around to Cowan on the high left side. Gets cut off on a dribble drive, hands off to Jaylee Farnsworth. Jaylee bounces up top to Grant. Grant gets inside the key, puts up the runner in traffic, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound in the corner by Nilsson, being trapped, able to get it out to Patterson. South Sevier now with numbers 3-on-2. Patterson left wing, goes ahead to Jensen. Jensen puts up a 4-foot runner, missed it short, got her own rebound, back up, counted, and she's fouled. Jensen with 6 and a chance to make it 7.
And that'll be 2 fouls on Chesney Farnsworth. Get out of position, you give up offensive rebounds, and a lot of times that's when you pick up those fouls. And Jensen, just a super player, just a junior. She'll be back for South Sevier.
She knocks down the free throw. It is now an 11-0 game in favor of South Sevier as Chesney Farnsworth checks out. Lily Moon comes in for the Eagles. Duchesne still looking for their first point. Under 5 to go in quarter number 1. Across the timeline that comes Jaylee Farnsworth. Got tipped into the backcourt. Farnsworth runs it down. Now the ball gets knocked loose. Moon able to corral it, but then Nilsson takes it away, and out of bounds it goes off of South Sevier. Remains Duchesne basketball.
Yeah, great effort by Caitlin to get down on the ground. The Jensen, she has 7 points right now. Good start for Jensen for the Rams.
Jaylee Farnsworth comes high left side to Grant. Back up top to Jaylee. Off the sill screen by Torgerson. Jumping the passes, Jensen tipping it out of bounds. Remains Duchesne ball on the far sideline.
Trying to get the ball to Cowan over there. And
pass comes into Cowan. Cut off in the baseline drive. Gets trapped in the corner. Looks for some help. Able to bounce it in for Moon, but off of her fingertips out of bounds. That's Duchesne's 6th turnover now here in quarter number 1.
Boy, it's a tough first quarter, and I think Duchesne's going to take 30. Yeah,
Coach Grant, let's talk about it again. 4:10 to go in quarter number 1 of this girls' consolation championship. 11-0. South Sevier leads Duchesne on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Give you a score update on the 3A Consolation Girls Championship. Canyon View leads Summit Academy 4-3 in that game up at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield. South Sevier basketball coming out of the timeout. Jensen across, kicks it right wing to Bailey Buckmiller, who just checked in along with Kinsey Parsons. In and out on the 3. Rebound by Torgerson, able to rip it out of the hands and away from Patterson. Up the floor now comes Grant, has the ball knocked away as she tried to split through the double team. Ball got tipped over to Lily Moon. Up top to Grant. Now to Cowan. Cowan works her way left side down the lane, bounces it off right side to Moon. Moon is swatted by Jensen, and Parsons comes away with it for South Sevier.
But defensively, South Sevier stellar.
Patterson, beautiful one-hand pass up ahead to Jensen, misses the left side layup, and the rebound to Cowan for Duchesne. She'll push the pace the other way. Spins, hands it off to Grant. Grant gets in the lane and takes a bump from Patterson, and Sydney Patterson picks up her first, team second.
Right now, South Sevier really hasn't given up what I'd call a really good quality shot for Duchesne. Everything's been rushed, and they got to just slow down, work their offense, be patient. Don't fall into the hurry the trap wants you to be.
Lob into Cowan. She drives right and draws the foul. If it's on Patterson, that'll be her second.
That's 2. We're going to see Goebel come in quick.
So Whitley Goebel checks into the game for the Rams. 3:16 to go in quarter number one. 11-0. South Sevier leads. Right wing it goes. Three for Kira Grant on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Parsons the rebound for South Sevier. Brings it down the right side of the floor. Picks it up. Skips it over left side to Buckmiller. She'll step into a deep three. Air ball underneath rebound by Jensen. High off the glass and in. Jensen with 9. 13-0 South Sevier.
And right now, another offensive board for Jensen and points.
Jaylee Farnsworth goes to Grant. Grant going to dribble in. Pull up 14-footer from the junction. Short off the rim. Parsons the rebound for the Rams.
Back-to-back rebounds for Parsons for the Rams.
Nilsson up ahead to Goebel. On the left wing, down the lane, right back to Nilsson. Slides under the defense. Reverse layup, no good. Free throws coming, though, for Caitlin Nilsson.
South Sevier passing the ball right now, being unselfish.
That'll be the second on Cowan for Duchesne.
Duchesne probably not as deep from what we've seen this year than in the tournament of South Sevier, but Caitlin short.
Yep, misses the first one at the front of the rim. And Duchesne will bring into the game Bailey Reese for Chloe Cowan.
Caitlin for the second. Nothing but net there.
Well, snuck it in.
Snuck it in.
She has 3 points.
It looked pure from here and then hit that front rim.
14-0 is your score. Right side high is Jaylee Farnsworth. Dribbles in, and she's going to be whistled for the travel as she tried to get around Kinley Jensen.
Well, and that's that pressure of shot blocker coming in, and you think you got to get quick.
Nilsson will bring it up the floor.
What a start right now for South Sevier, 14-0.
Pass inside for Jensen. Got tipped, but she still corrals it. Kicks it left corner to Nilsson. Sets for three. High arch. Nothing but net. Caitlin Nilsson with 6.
No, I'm going to say nothing but net there. That's true, right?
17-0 now is your score. South Sevier with the lead. Grant up ahead with it. Gets it on to Torgerson. Torgerson up top to Jaylee Farnsworth. She'll go right wing to Grant. Pump fake on the shot and dribble it off her foot out of bounds. That'll be the 8th Eagles turnover.
You talk about the first win being 20-plus points for South Sevier, and Duchesne hasn't been able to exercise that demon out of their brain by coming out and turning the ball over and letting South Sevier jump up 17 points.
Presley Farnsworth into the game for Kira Grant for Duchesne, and back into the game Kansas Mills, Ashton Miller. They'll replace Jensen and Nilsson for South Sevier. Left corner with it is Goebel. She'll come to the wing to Mills. High post to Miller. Nothing on the back door. Goes left corner back to Goebel. Short low block in it to Parsons. Parsons tries to pass it across. Ball got tipped out of bounds. It goes. It'll be South Sevier ball. South Sevier even thought it was going to be Duchesne ball, but it looks like it was clearly tipped to me. But inbounding is Buckmiller. Tries to go into Parsons. Ball gets knocked away. It's on the ground, and Presley Farnsworth has it. She'll slow down and get it off to Jaylee Farnsworth. Crosses over. Going to drive right side around the defense all the way in. Swatted by Parsons and a foul called. And Jaylee Farnsworth will go to the line to shoot 2.
And I like Jaylee going with her left hand to the layup, pressing the issue, picking up the foul. Trying to get Duchesne right now on the board.
17-0 is your score. 1:32 to go in quarter number one. First free throw from Farnsworth, no good. Lid won't come off right now for the Eagles.
Just a little long.
Few dribbles, second free throw. Short, and rebound knocked out of bounds off of Miller. Eagles basketball on the baseline.
Got to hit those foul shots when you're down. That's a good time to catch up with the clock stopped. And
lob it out right wing to Presley Farnsworth. Tries to go into the corner, got it through the hands to Jaylee. Now to the wing to Moon, back to Jaylee. Dribbles into the left hand, skips it across to Presley. Little 10-footer, partially blocked air ball, and the rebound goes to Parsons for South Sevier. Minute 18 to go in quarter number one. Right side high, Buckmiller. Into the corner she goes to Miller. Fakes the pass, going to drive baseline, kicks it left wing to Mills, sets for three. Short off the rim, rebound by Parsons, faces in the lane, and gets it to go.
Offensive rebounds right now, really successful. Couple from Jensen, now you get one from Parsons for layups.
19-0 is South Sevier, under a minute to go in quarter number one. Up top is Jaylee Farnsworth. Picks up her dribble, looking for some help as she gets trapped. Creates some space and hands off to Moon. Moon backs out. Passes it over, goes into the backcourt off the tip. Presley Farnsworth gets it back to Moon. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Presley Farnsworth goes to Torgerson, steps into a 15-footer, blocked from behind by Miller. Ball's loose, picked up by Jaylee Farnsworth, and she'll bounce it to Torgerson. Torgerson drives right side, off the glass, too hard, and the rebound by Buckmiller for South Sevier.
Boy, I got 4 block shots for South Sevier early in this contest.
Shot clock turned off, 17 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Left side high, Goebel. Up top to Buckmiller. Right wing, Mills. Gonna dribble in at the right hand, nothing there. Kicks it back out to Parsons. Parsons drives baseline, tries a long layup off the side of the backboard, out of bounds, no good. 3 seconds to go in the quarter, Duchesne ball.
I saw Julius Irving make one of those one time, driving around. It's a little more size than Parsons.
A little more size, length, and probably jumping ability. Yeah. 3 seconds to go. Kira Grant back into the game, has the ball down the right side of the floor. She comes, throws it up at the horn, off the glass, no good. And at the end of 1 in this girls consolation championship game, it's South Sevier 19, Duchesne 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Christensen, CTE Director for Sevier, Paiute, and Wayne School Districts. Do you know what career pathways are offered at your high school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and career guidance through 35 CTE career pathways. This gives students a direct connection between doing well in high school and being able to transition smoothly to post-secondary opportunities that include on-the-job training, certificate programs, and 2- and 4-year college degrees. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, this girls' consolation championship game, 5th and 6th place battle. It is all South Sevier. 8 minutes in, 19-0. They lead at Curtis. Your takeaway from the first 8?
I think Coach Johnson couldn't be happier right now with his defense. And Patterson back into the lineup for South Sevier with 2 fouls.
Yes, she is. On the floor as well. Buckmiller, Nilsson, Jensen, and Parsons. As Kira Grant drives left side, ball gets knocked loose. Torgerson has it, gets deep underneath, and Nilsson rips it out of her hands. Throws down the floor for Jensen to go get it. Jensen driving right side, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Patterson. She's being quadruple teamed, loses it. Presley Farnsworth coming out the other way for Duchesne. She'll bring it down the floor and slow it down to the handoff to Moon. Moon dribbles right side, got cut off, goes high post now to Reese, left side out to Grant, 3 on the way, off the back of the rim, no good, long rebound, nobody but Eagles there to get it.
A great look from Grant.
Right wing is Presley Farnsworth, bounces into Reese, dribbled it off her foot, Farnsworth gets it back, and now she has the ball knocked away, and Nilsson has it for South Sevier. She gets it knocked off of her leg out of bounds, remains Duchesne ball.
She thought she was off to the races and went off that colorful sneaker of hers.
So it remains 19-0.
Caitlin's fun to watch, isn't she, Robert? A lot of energy.
Kira Grant bounces right wing to Moon. Steps through the defense, then gets into another trap and gets tied up by Jensen. Jump ball, gives it to South Sevier.
South Sevier getting on top of the ball, and I think Coach Johnson might give him an A- because there's always something to improve, but it's been stellar defense right now for the Rams.
Nilsson will bring it across the timeline. 1-4 high, goes left wing to Patterson. And they drop Jensen into the low block. They swing it around right wing to Buckmiller, into the corner to Jensen. Looking for Parsons inside, not there. Skips it out to Nilsson. Left wing now to Patterson. Back up top, Nilsson. Right wing, Buckmiller. Got it into Jensen. Jensen turns off the glass with the baby hook, no good. Rebound though by Parsons, no good. And the rebound to Presley Farnsworth. Passes across, gets it to Kira Grant on a run out. Right side layup is good, and the Eagles are on the board.
What a great pass, and what a great run the floor transition from Kira Grant to get him on the board. And
Presley Farnsworth, the freshman for the Eagles, with that assist. Nilsson gets it inside the Jensen, tries to pass across to Parsons, got it through the hands. Parsons off the bounce with the lay-in.
Great opportunity, another inside basket in the paint for South Sevier.
Grant with it, lobs out to Moon. Gives it back up for Grant. Picked up her dribble. Comes out to Presley Farnsworth. Back to Grant. Crosses over. Bounces left wing to Presley Farnsworth. Steps into a deep three off the back or off the front of the rim. No good. And the rebound to Patterson.
Like as she protects that basketball when she comes down at the rebound.
Nielsen steps into her transition three. No good off the glass. Rebound by Jensen. She'll go back up too hard. And Farnsworth the rebound for the Eagles. Each team with 3 players getting ready to check in. On the logo is Torgerson. Goes to Farnsworth. Up top to Grant. Grant dribbles left side. Got cut off. Hands off to Moon on the wing. Moon jumps to the defense, puts up the runner, blocked by Jensen. Reese has it. She'll go up on the right side, countered, and she's fouled. Bailey Reese with the basket and a chance for the 3-point play.
Good job by Bailey cleaning that up there, getting the contact, able to get that in with the right hand.
That's the second foul on Kinsey Parsons. First team foul this quarter on South Sevier. Into the game for the Rams as Parsons, Patterson, and Buckmiller come out. It'll be Miller, Mills, and Goebel back into the game. And Presley Farnsworth, Lily Moon come out for Duchesne as Jaylee Farnsworth and Chesney Farnsworth check back in. The and one for Bailey Reese. Everybody went into the lane early.
I don't know who you called that on. But
they called it on Duchesne. So Duchesne went first. So South Sevier basketball, and now Chloe Cowan will come into the game for Bailey Reese.
She went first. Well, it looked like about 5 girls in the paint.
21-4 your score.
Couple of baskets in the last minute for Duchesne this second quarter.
Left corner Goebel, cut off on the baseline drive. Picks up her dribble. Kicks it out to Mills. Mills drives left side, had the ball knocked away, and a foul will be called. So South Sevier ball on the baseline. That will go on, looks like Bailey Reese.
It's first team foul in the second period for Duchesne. Caitlin triggered in baseline.
On the baseline, Nielsen. 1-4 low, they lob out to Jensen. Jensen drives right, got cut off. Hands off down the lane to Miller. One dribble, loses the basketball out of bounds. Duchesne ball.
Yeah, pretty good pressure that time by Bailey Reese.
17-point lead, 21-4. South Sevier leads Duchesne in this girls' consolation championship game.
Kind of trading baskets in the second period.
Right corner with it, Farnsworth going to drive baseline, gets around the defense, puts up the runner, air ball hard, and Miller the rebound for South Sevier.
Good dribble drive, just.
Coach Johnson wants to talk about it after scoring 19 in the first quarter, just 2 points so far here in the second with 4:41 to go in the half. South Sevier 21, Duchesne 4 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Just a reminder, Albee Lumber in Manti and Monroe custom manufactures trusses to order. Give them a call if you need a quote on trusses for your building project, large or small. Albee has architectural shingles on sale, plus great deals on Trex decking. Need power tools? Albee Lumber has a full line of power tools at great prices right now. Come in and check the sale items with new deals every week at Albee Lumber in Manti and Monroe, where the wood is good and so is the hardware.
Back here at the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University as we come out of the timeout. 21-4. South Sevier leads Duchesne in this girls' fifth place consolation championship game.
After jumping out 17-0.
Yeah, 19-0, yep.
Trading baskets.
Up ahead to Jensen, and a foul called as she misses the layup. So free throws coming for Kinley Jensen.
Kinley runs the floor so well, and she's in the post. You can't take her. You got to get help. If you don't get help and the help comes late, and early in this game, the helps come from the left side, and she's been able to spin to the right.
First free throw, around the rim, no good. Foul by the way was on Jaylee Farnsworth, her first.
Which is great recognition for Jensen to feel the double team coming and to work away from it.
Second one, good. So Jensen makes 1 of 2. She has a game high 10. 22-4, 18-point South Sevier lead. Grant brings it across the timeline, works her way to the right side, gets cut off on the drive, hands off to Cowan. Cowan works her way left hand down the lane, slits through the defense and draws a foul, so free throws coming for Chloe Cowan.
Chloe did a good job right now attacking in the middle of that South Sevier defense.
Foul on Kansas Mills is her first. Team's at second this quarter with 4:20 to go in the half.
Cowan, one of those seniors, and needed and counted on.
In and out on the first free throw.
51% on the year for Cowan at the foul line. 46 out of 91.
Second free throw, good. So Cowan makes 1 of 2, true to her stats as she has her first point of the game. 17-point South Sevier lead, 22-5. Up the floor comes Miller. Right wing for Goebel, got tipped out of bounds by Reese. Remains at South Sevier basketball on the near sideline.
Bailey did a good job taking away that angle.
Pass comes in for Jensen. Reese tried to reach around her. Jensen had him to lay up, but just couldn't quite get a handle on the basketball. Now Goebel for 3, no good. Jensen, the offensive rebound, high off the glass and in.
You're talking about high. That was almost to the score clock, and boy, she's piling up stats right now, rebounding and scoring.
Yes, she is. Driving the lane now is Cowan. Tried to pass in the short corner to Farnsworth, and Nilsson takes it away.
But they've done a pretty good job in the second quarter protecting the ball, Duchesne has.
Miller in the short corner. Inside to Jensen. Jensen creates some space off the glass and in. 14 points now for Jensen. The lead is now 21.
We talked about that. If you don't get help on her down there, you know, she's going to score 30.
Down the floor comes Grant. Euro step around the defense, puts up the runner, missed it short. Nilsson the rebound for the Rams. Ashton Miller's out in front. They lob up ahead for Goebel. Goebel left wing, pulls into a 15-footer on the short corner, in and out. Miller the backside rebound to the wing to Mills. It sets, 3 on the way, in and out. Jensen the rebound down the lane. Has the ball knocked away by Farnsworth. Jensen gets it back, goes to Miller in the corner. Miller will turn around, nobody guarding her. She takes the 3, off the rim, off the glass, no good. And the rebound will eventually be taken by Chesney Farnsworth. She'll push the pace, 1 on 3, dribbles around. Mills puts up the runner, air ball, and Nilsson the rebound, and she'll be fouled by Cowan. That'll be the 3rd on Chloe Cowan.
Gonna have to counter that and bring back Lily Moon for the Eagles. And
Sydney Patterson into the game for Whitley Goebel, but a timeout called. We'll take it. 3:02 to go in the half. It's South Sevier 26, Duchesne 5 in this girls' 5th and 6th place consolation championship game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
.302 to go in the first half. It is South Sevier 26, Duchesne 5 here at the Girls Consolation Championship game at America First Event Center at Southern Utah University. And again, 19-0 after the first quarter. So since then, it's a 7-5 game right now. But it's obviously South Sevier right now, they commanding lead.
Commanding lead, and they got that lead defensively, just stifling, making everything tough for Duchesne. But secondary offensive boards, they're controlling the boards. And Duchesne's going to have to figure out Jensen down low. His double figures, she may have a double-double already. Oh.
They've got her looked on the scoreboard with 6 rebounds as Patterson tries to pass ahead to Mills, knocked out of bounds by Duchesne. The scoreboard we've known has been wrong often this weekend, so it might not be right. But
well, a lot of those come on the offensive end.
Yes, they do. 3-pointer from Mills in the corner. No good off the rim, and the rebound to Kira Grant for Duchesne. Down the floor she comes. Loses the basketball, catches it on her back. Hands off right wing to Farnsworth. Back out to Grant. Guarded by Patterson. To Moon, back to Grant up top, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Pass left side to Moon, able to step inside the defense. Up top, Grant, straight away 3. Nothing but net. Kira Grant with 5.
And credit Moon on that, because it was a pass that wasn't great. She's able to come up with it and get it to Grant.
Miller looks to drive right. Drift pass is taken away by Farnsworth. Miller gets it right back from her. Left wing, she'll step into a long 2, off the rim, no good. Rebound to Patterson, bounces it through the legs of Nilsson, and Grant has it for Duchesne, and then a foul will be called on Ashton Miller, who tried to dive for it and came into her legs.
Yeah, she dove right into the legs of Grant. Gonna extend that with Patterson going back into that trap, and it's given Duchesne a lot of struggles trying to get a good look.
Across the timeline comes Grant. Picks it up on the left sideline, gets it out to Moon. Moon still on that sideline, has the ball poked away. It'll stay Duchesne basketball on the near side. 1:57 to go in the half. 26-8. South Sevier leads. Jaylee Farnsworth bounces right side high. Grant skips it left side to Moon. Moon, a pump fake, one dribble, puts up the shot, blocked, and a foul called, and free throws coming for Lily Moon.
Contested by both Kansas Mills and Kinley Jensen. Jensen get to pick up the foul.
I think Mills got her hand on the ball first.
Yeah.
And it pulled the ball and her hands away, which made it so Jensen swiping down to block it, hit the arms instead.
Nothing there, right?
Yep.
Empty.
So Moon will go to the line to shoot 2 on the first foul by Kinley Jensen. 4th team foul this quarter for South Sevier. Moon toes the line. First free throw. Good. Just snuck it over the front of the rim.
Very deliberate. But, you know, it's not what you have to do to shoot good foul shots is your routine just has to be consistent. Whatever you do it the same every time. And Lily's deliberate and deadly.
And you see most people toe the line to begin their set. She dribbles and then toes it afterward as she makes both free throws. Nothing but net on that one. 16-point South Sevier lead, 26-10 your score. Miller goes right side high to Patterson. Patterson dribbles in, kicks it out to Miller. Pump fake, goes to the corner to Mills. Sets for 3 from the left side. Short off the rim. Rebound by Patterson, rips it away, drives in the lane, puts up the runner, no good. Rebound bouncing around, still bouncing, and it goes out to Grant on a run out. Tries to cross over, nearly lost the basketball, but gets it back. Goes right wing it to Moon, and she'll come back out to Grant. Looks to spin down the lane, ball got knocked away, Patterson dives for it, shovels it over to Jensen. She couldn't quite handle it, out of bounds it goes as Jensen dives again for it on the sideline. Duchesne ball.
Jensen, Jaylee Farnsworth going for the ball. Good effort.
1:13 to go in the half. 26-10, South Sevier leads. Jaylee Farnsworth with it. Bounces to the corner. Out of the wing to Farnsworth. Skip it left side to Moon. High post to Farnsworth. That's Chesney. 15-footer off the rim, no good. Caitlin Nielsen the rebound for South Sevier. Up ahead to Patterson. Patterson crosses. Left wing to Nielsen. Steps into a 3. High arch off the back of the rim, no good. And rebound, a foul on Sydney Patterson. That'll be her third and the team's 5th. So that will send Duchesne to the line to shoot 2.
South Sevier struggling from shooting the 3 tonight, Robert. That's maybe the one area they've struggled on a little bit.
Yeah, Mills has had some great looks that she normally would make. And
Kansas had a couple in the corner, so. Back to the foul line.
They'll send Lily Moon to the charity stripe. She just made 2. 51 seconds to go in the first half. 26-10 South Sevier. But Duchesne winning this quarter right now, 10-7. 11-7 as Moon makes the first.
South Sevier students doing the count on her. And I don't think she cares. She's mentally tough.
Buck Miller and Goebel into the game for Miller and Patterson.
3 straight made foul shots for Lily Moon.
Second free throw here. Shot is up and short off the rim. Jensen the rebound for South Sevier.
49 seconds, second period.
Mills gets it across the timeline. Picks up her dribble. Lobs down for Jensen through the double team. Defense flies by, wave it off as she traveled.
Yeah. That's a good call by the official. A lot of officials let that go, but trying to jump back and get herself a better angle. Got a little shuffle there.
Full court pressure again by South Sevier. Ball gets tipped by Goebel, but Duchesne able to get it across the timeline. Grant has it. Under 30 to go in the quarter. Skip pass to the right junction to Farnsworth. Nice pass inside to Torgerson. And Torgerson able to get it go right through the net.
Yeah, that might be the pass of the day so far.
26-13. Good second quarter here for Duchesne. Skip pass up ahead to Mills. Left wing it to Nielsen. Back of the corner to Mills for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Chesney. Farnsworth has it on a run out. Nielsen trying to get back. Farnsworth jump stop. Puts it up. Blocked and a foul called. And Chesney Farnsworth goes to the line to shoot 2 as Caitlin Nielsen picks up her first.
Wow, and they're right now kind of a little momentum, a little run by the Eagles. Now Farnsworth, a super foul shooter, 70% on the year.
First free throw is good.
That's kind of doing a good job at the foul line, kind of cutting into this lead. First Lily Moon, 3 for 4. And now Farnsworth hits her first one.
Second one from Farnsworth, just snuck it over the front of the rim. She has her first 2 points, and it's an 11-point game. Nilsson from half court, way before the horn sounds. It lands out of bounds as the horn sounds. So the end of 2. It is South Sevier 26, Duchesne 15 in this girls' consolation championship game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
The City of Monroe is proud to have its own power company and to support South Sevier athletics. Monroe City Power delivers nice, bright lights for every South Sevier athletic event at home. Having a public power company enables Monroe City to provide community improvements that could not be afforded otherwise, while keeping rates down at the same time. The City of Monroe and Monroe City Electric Department are proud of their South Sevier Rams and wish them well in all endeavors.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
Good luck to the Lady Wildcats and Lady Rams this year from Red Rock Construction. Call Red Rock Construction for all your painting needs, indoor or outdoor, commercial or residential. And remember, Red Rock Construction for any remodeling projects as well, no matter how big or small. Whether it's the bathroom, kitchen, finishing a basement, or simple repairs to the home, call Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. That's Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. 979-5335. Red Rock Construction.
Mason Machinery has MacDon's M1240 windrower that offers cab features to keep operators safe, comfortable, and productive all day long, including Ultra Glide cab suspension, a high-back multi-adjustable air ride seat, Bluetooth radio, warning beacons, and a fully adjustable steering column. The deluxe option takes it further with heated vented leather seating, power mirrors, and a 360-degree night vision to keep you cutting along after the sun sets. The M1240 is the next level of harvesting performance. Ask Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora about an M1240 for your operation.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports. And we've got the South Sevier Sensations on the floor. The Duchesne Talons will go next. Top two teams into a drill. Will entertain the crowd here in these 5th and 6th place games today. This is, by the way, the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. They're propelled by dedication, teamwork, commitment, vision, and a desire to be their best. Jones and DeMille Engineering, your local award-winning engineering firm. And Curtis, your takeaway from this first half with South Sevier leading Duchesne 26-15.
Kind of a great start for South Sevier and 19-0 run, but that second quarter belonged, much more competitive to Duchesne as they scored 15 points, pretty much. Won the second quarter. Yeah. And so I think Coach Johnson saying, hey, we can't come out and get off to a jump and then rest on our laurels. We need 4 quarters. We need 32 minutes. And credit to Duchesne getting down big, finding a way to score. They've done it a couple of ways, couple great passes, and they got to the foul line a little more. And their turnovers have been limited in the second quarter.
Yeah.
I'm sure Coach Grant's saying we couldn't have played more poorly in the first quarter. But it's testament to their work ethic and their and the coaching staff there that they bounced back second quarter. Kind of made it a game. 11 points, well within striking distance now.
Right. Let's look at those first half stats as you mentioned it. For South Sevier, they're led by Kinley Jensen. 14 first half points from Jensen. 6 points for Caitlin Nilsson. 4 off the bench for Kinsey Parsons. And 2 points from Sydney Patterson here this morning. As a team, they are 5 for 7 from the free throw line in this first half. And I have them with 7 turnovers, but 6 of the 7 coming in the second quarter.
Yeah, and so Got to protect that basketball.
And then for Duchesne, they are led so far by Kira Grant, 5 first half points. 3 points for Lily Moon, 2 apiece for Chesney Farnsworth, Tanisha Torgerson, and Bailey Reese, and 1 point from Chloe Cowan for the Eagles. They are a combined 6 for 11 from the free throw line, and I have them with 14 turnovers, 8 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter.
A little better ball movement, a little better spacing. I thought their spacing in that first quarter, inability to handle the trap, led to some baskets right now, but the real difference has been Jensen, right? 14 points, and you know, she's such a force, and she's done it all year long, but you got to be able to get that help. You got to be able to get back in transition defense if you want to stop Jensen.
So once again, at the half, 26-15 is your score. There's been no lead changes, no ties after South Sevier jumped out of the 19-0 lead to start the game. Their largest lead is at 21 points that they had at 26-5. Since then, it's been a 10-0 run by Duchesne to end the first half.
Yeah, they really won that second quarter 15-7 is Duchesne.
Yep.
So good bounce back quarter for them, and they'll need to get off to a great start in the third period. Because if it balloons back up to 18, 19, 20, it's hard to climb that mountain twice in a game. But if they can cut into that lead a little bit, you know, it's anybody's game. And I didn't feel like the defensive pressure in the second quarter was near as, you know, maybe the intensity wasn't the same in the second quarter for South Sevier.
Yep. 26-15, your halftime score. We'll take a break here inside the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show, and we'll come back and get you ready for the second half with an 11-point South Sevier lead over Duchesne in this girls' consolation championship 5th and 6th place game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centracom and KSL Sports.
As a parent, you never want to see your child struggling with suicidal thoughts. But today, the threat is hidden deep within their phones. That's why I rely on Bark. Built by parents, for parents. Bark's award-winning dashboard monitors text messages, emails, and over 30 different apps and platforms for potential safety concerns. Hey, can we talk?
We at Centracom want to help every family protect their children. Get Bark protection today from Centracom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centracom.com to learn more.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Hi. I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Just a reminder, Albee Lumber in Manti and Monroe custom manufactures trusses to order. Give them a call if you need a quote on trusses for your building project, large or small. Albee has architectural shingles on sale, plus great deals on Trex decking. Need power tools? Albee Lumber has a full line of power tools at great prices right now. Come in and check the sale items with new deals every week at Albee Lumber in Manti and Monroe, where the wood is good and so is the hardware.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University. At the half, it's 26-15. South Sevier leads Duchesne. This has been the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show, supporting local programs and academic and athletic achievements, building relationships, and working passionately as a winning combination with Jones and DeMille Engineering. So an 11-point South Sevier lead. Curtis, as we get ready for the second half, let's get your thoughts on any keys you see for half number 2.
I think South Sevier needs to bring out that intensity they had in the first period defensively, trying to force Duchesne into some turnovers right now and taking tough, quick shots. And Duchesne's done a good job, Robert, kind of getting the double team there a little quicker to Jensen. and trying to box her off and keep her off the boards. And if Duchesne's going to get back in this game, they cannot let South Sevier get 2 and 3 shots offensively. So they're going to have to hit those boards, get somebody boxing out. And Duchesne's coming out kind of late.
Yeah, they did that yesterday on Thursday, too.
Yeah, so, maybe it feels like we're playing warmed up. But I think Coach Grant has to be encouraged with the second quarter effort, winning that second quarter 15-7. And trying to keep that springboarded. But Coach Johnson, I think he called the timeout at one point because he recognized that the intensity defensively kind of backed off a little bit. And that's pretty natural when you get up 19-0.
Yeah.
But you got to play 32 minutes to win this game. And it'll be interesting. It's going to really be spelled out in this first few minutes because if South Sevier gets off to a good start, going to put a lot of pressure on the Eagles. But if the Eagles claw back in, get into cut this into a 4-5 point game going into the fourth, it's anybody's game.
Currently a 10-0 run as we go to the start of the second half by Duchesne, trailing South Sevier 26-15 in this girls' consolation championship 5th and 6th place game.
And South Sevier only 1 3-point shot, and they've left a lot on the board, so I think they're going to have to be able to shoot the ball, especially if they try to double Jensen down low.
In Duchesne basketball to the high post, Torgerson has it, hands up to Jaylee Farnsworth, a short corner to Chesney. 15-footer is blocked by Jensen out of bounds. Duchesne basketball.
I'll tell you, that's South Sevier's got 5 or 6 block shots, and a lot of them from Jensen.
Inbounding underneath will be Jaylee Farnsworth. Gets into Chesney. Has a good look. Blocked from behind by Nilsson. Jensen comes away with it for South Sevier. And lost her dribble on the floor. Able to pick it back up. Kicks it right wing to Mills. To the short corner to Miller. Cowan knocks it away, but it goes right to Jensen. Misses the shot, but a foul called. And free throws coming for Kinley Jensen.
The old phrase, I'd rather be lucky than good. That ball bounced around like a pinball and ended up in Jensen's hand. Kind of went from Mills to Miller. And
Chloe Cowan picks up her 4th foul.
Oh, that's a tough foul for her. Right into the hands of number 23 for South Sevier, and that's a good place to get it.
Jensen in and out of the first free throw. Cowan's going to come out of the game for Lily Moon with 7:37 to go in the third quarter.
And Lily gave him some good minutes there, and came in and made a great pass, hit 3 of 4 from the foul line. And
second free throw from Jensen is good, so she makes 1 of 2. She has a game-high 15 to lead South Sevier. 27-15 your score. In the backcourt with it is Grant. Working against that 1-2-2 trap. Gets it across the timeline. Comes out to Farnsworth. That's Jaylee. Picks up her dribble. Tries to bounce it back over to Grant. Got tipped, but Grant able to come get it. Back to Jaylee. Bounces it back to Grant. Shovels it over right wing to Chesney Farnsworth. Cut off on a baseline drive. Skips it to the junction. Left side short corner now to Moon. Ball gets knocked away and a foul called. Duchesne ball to the baseline.
Pick up Kansas Mills, I think, on the reach.
Caitlin Nilsson is who they'll give it to. Her second. Her team's first.
Kyra Grant, baseline, triggered the ball in bounds. Kind of in an extended box set.
Left corner they go to Torgerson. Now to the wing, now to Jaylee Farnsworth. Picks up her dribble, hands it off to Grant. Working her way around. Out near the timeline. Up top it comes now to Chesney Farnsworth. High post Torgerson. Right wing Moon. Sets for 3. High arch. Air ball hard. Backside rebound to Nilsson. Nilsson dribbles it off her foot as she was looking ready to make a baseball pass across the floor and turns it over.
She looked down, had Ashton Miller, and tried to get it in her right hand. And better ball movement for Duchesne right now. They're kind of attacking that trap by bringing Jaylee Farnsworth, trying to screen the point on that trap.
Chesney Farnsworth, they swing it around left wing to Jaylee. Up top, Grant. Grant bounces right wing for Chesney, and Jensen jumps the passing lane to knock it out of bounds. Remains Duchesne ball on the near sideline.
Good hustle by Jensen.
Bring it into Grant. Left side to Moon. Here comes the trap. Ball gets knocked away, and she gets it back, able to rip it away from the defense. Goes to Torgerson. Right wing, Jaylee Farnsworth.
Blocked.
3 is blocked by Miller, and the rebound by Nilsson. There's the baseball pass up ahead to Miller. Miller left side. Defense flies by. She spins and whistled for the travel. And she knew it.
She knew it. Needed to go up strong with the left hand there. Great baseball pass by Caitlin.
So 6:23 to go in the third quarter. 27-15, South Sevier. Chesney Farnsworth, right side high, working against the trap. Goes out to the timeline to Grant. Left side, they swing it around to Farnsworth. That's Jaylee. Bounces it back out for Grant. Sydney Patterson, though, comes up with a steal. Hands it off to Caitlin Nilsson. Patterson left corner now to Miller. Nothing down the lane, comes out to Nielsen. Defense flies by, she'll step into a three, draws the foul. 3 free throws coming for Caitlin Nielsen.
She got behind Chesney Farnsworth, and Chesney comes in from the backside and picks up the foul. Almost made the shot.
That'll be the 3rd on Farnsworth. So they're going to bring Presley Farnsworth off the bench to replace her. First free throw from Nielsen off the back of the rim, no good. 6 points for Nielsen, all in the first quarter. 3 free throws and a three-pointer. Second one, air ball.
3 foul shots and come up short, come up long on one. Sets for the 3rd.
That one's off the back of the rim, no good, and the rebound goes to Moon. Jaylee Farnsworth brings it up the floor for the Eagles. Left wing up ahead to Grant. Grant being trapped, lost the basketball, gets it back and bounces out to Torgerson. Up top Moon, right wing to Presley Farnsworth. Dribbles in, got cut off, tries to reverse out, and a reach-in foul called. That will go on Sydney Patterson. That'll be her 4th.
So both Cowan and Patterson with 4th, and Goebel will be back into the lineup.
Unbounding underneath is Jaylee Farnsworth for the Eagles. Down to Presley Farnsworth, got wide open, misses the shot, but free throws coming for the freshman.
Great inbounds play for Duchesne.
Willie Goebel picks up her first, team's 3rd at this quarter.
So Robert, this will be her 3rd foul shot of the year.
First one, around the rim and drops it in. Her first point.
Good thing about it, she's hit 2 out of 3, so
yeah,
high percentage.
Second free throw from Farnsworth. Off the rim, no good, just missed it short, and the rebound to Miller for South Sevier.
Points hard to come by. I think just a couple of foul shot each way.
Now reach-in foul on Kira Grant. That'll be her first, team's 3rd, as she tried to poke it away from Kansas Mills. $11-point lead for South Sevier. Bills lobs in for Goebel. Goebel passes up ahead for Miller, and jumping the pass and tipping it out of bounds was Torgerson. Remains South Sevier ball on the near sideline.
Pass looked a little wide to me, but good effort by Duchesne.
Left side high, Nielsen. Into the corner to Miller. Lobs in for Jensen. Got position, spins, baby hook with the right hand. Got it to go. 17 for Kinley Jensen.
Got a lot of skills down there around the basket.
29-16 South Sevier. Farnsworth goes right side high to Grant. Bounces it to Torgerson. Left wing to Jaylee Farnsworth. Into the corner to Moon. Moon jumps through, goes high post to Presley Farnsworth. 15-footer, air ball, rebound by Jensen for South Sevier. Throws it over for Nielsen, and Jaylee Farnsworth was there to make the catch, and then Nielsen runs her over, so she'll pick up the foul. Does Caitlin Nielsen? That'll be her 3rd, and the 4th team foul this quarter.
Yeah, she's just trying to get up and run. Didn't see her, but nonetheless.
5:01 to go in the quarter. 29-16 your score.
Whether it's intentional or not, it still feels the same with your head, right? Kira Grant to bring it in bounds. So Caitlin going to take a break right now.
Up top is Jaylee Farnsworth. Euro step, puts up the runner down the lane. Too hard off the glass. Got her own rebound. Goes back up, no good. Rebound tipped out. And it'll be punched ahead by Jensen, they say. Last touch, so it'll be Duchesne basketball.
Yeah, early in the first 2 quarters, Duchesne one and done. Or a turnover and none done. But right now they're hitting the boards hard, keeping the ball alive.
Up top, Grant. Right wing to Presley Farnsworth. One dribble, goes high post to Reese. Up top to Grant. She'll drive left side, kicks it back out to Moon on the wing. Moon one dribble, picks it up, looks for some help. Goes left wing to Jaylee Farnsworth. Skips it right side to Presley. Presley got a nice seal from Bailey Reese for the right side lay-in.
Yeah, great seal, great ball movement. The skip pass. And hey, what do you got to say about the freshman Farnsworth?
Yeah, playing tough. 29-18, South Sevier leads. 4:24 to go in the 3rd. Mills with it. Tries to pass to the corner. Gets knocked away by Reese. Out of bounds. South Sevier ball.
Kansas Mills sideline.
4:20 to go in the quarter. They just lob it into Mills. Actually, to Goebel. Mills lobs it into Goebel.
Man-to-man defense for Duchesne right now.
Goebel up top. Crosses over off the screen by Jensen. Comes out to Mills. Mills straightaway 3 off the dribble. Off the rim, no good. And a late whistle as Mills went to the floor kind of awkwardly, and Jaylee Farnsworth will pick up the foul. The officials are going to talk about it. I think it's going to be after the shot, it looks like. See if we can get a look at it here.
Going to pick up the foul on Jaylee Farnsworth. Kind of a loose ball after the missed shot. Parsons back in for Ashton Miller.
Yep, going to get a look at this right here as Mills takes the shot. And then, just stepped on her foot. That's a tough one for Jaylee Farnsworth.
Yeah.
Down the lane they go to Goebel. Goebel puts up the shot off the glass and got the finish with the left hand. Whitley Goebel's first points off the bench.
Yeah, catch it, take one step, get it off with the left hand, a little kind of a hook runner.
Presley Farnsworth skips it over to Moon. In the corner. She'll bounce it back out, goes to the left junction to Farnsworth. Nice pass across to Reese. Off the glass, no good, but free throws coming for Bailey Reese.
What about the impact of Presley Farnsworth in this game?
Yeah, she's been huge as Kansas Mills picks up her fifth team foul already on South Sevier.
Doing a little bit of everything with the scoring, getting to the foul line, passing the ball.
One official's headed out off the end of the floor.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he got hurt there. Or...
We've already seen one official have to leave a game this weekend due to an injury.
Yeah, I think they're...
Now we're going to stop the action.
We can't see with his basket, but he's got a trainer over there. It looks like he's looking at his foot, so I don't know if he sprained his ankle or...
Yep, so hopefully he's all right. They're trying to get him checked out.
Sure, this is an official's timeout right now and not attributed to anybody. We can see it over there.
Yeah, so not sure again what's happened to him, but yeah, definitely getting something taken care of.
Oh, he got hit on the chin.
Yeah, must have cut his chin open. So
that's a contact
players
sport
can't
for the
bleed,
officials.
either can the officials.
So
we got 3:45 to go in the third quarter, 31-18. South Sevier leads Duchesne. Some good camera work between.
Yeah, he didn't call a foul on anybody.
No. Ira Bowman's here up top. We got Daxon Level on one baseline, Craig Shakespeare on the other baseline, getting us those camera angles. Nate Palmer, he's deciding which one we get to look at over here on the controls.
We got the inside scoop.
That's right.
I mean, I falsely thought it was an ankle, and it was a chin. So good job, the officials. We've had great officiating this tournament, I think, and so it'll be Duchesne back to the foul line again.
Yep, Bailey Reese at the free throw line. Give you a quick update on the 3A Girls Consolation Championship in the third quarter, late third quarter. Canyon View leads Summit Academy 42-25. Canyon View just kind of gradually pulled away from Summit Academy in that one. First free throw from Reese. Now Humanette.
She kind of cocks that ball, kind of extends and double cocks it. And Duchesne's done a good job at the foul line. I mean, they don't have a lot of attempts. She just has, that's just her fifth attempt on the year, and she hits them both.
Yep, she makes them both. She's 2 for 3 from the line in the game. They're now 3 for 4 in the second half after going 6 for 11 in the first half. Whitley Goebel down the left side of the floor, drives all the way in, gets the runner off, no good, but free throws coming for Whitley Goebel.
Yeah, Whitley does a great job. That she scored off a little different variation of the left hand on a possession ago, but gets to the foul line.
Both teams now with 5 fouls here in quarter number 3.
Get some of these returning starters coming back, and she drills the shot.
So Goebel with 3 points off the bench.
Right now, Patterson extended break with 3 fouls for South Sevier.
Second free throw, that one's short off the rim, long rebound, and Goebel runs it down. Comes up top to Buckmiller. She picks it up, goes to the corner to Jensen, skips it underneath to Goebel, tries to dribble between 3 defenders and pass it over to Parsons, got loose, but Jensen picked it up. Up top she comes to Mills, and a 3-second violation called on South Sevier.
Got in there, thought the shot was going to go up, and we haven't seen a lot of that call this year, have we?
No, I've probably seen it more this weekend than I have the rest of the year. Into the game, Ashton Miller for Kansas Mills for South Sevier.
And some of that's just, it's kind of a credit to the officials to get to do state tournament games, picking up some stuff. And oh, that's a backcourt.
Yeah, backcourt violation on Duchesne as Farnsworth tried to get it over to Kira Grant. That'll be the 16th Duchesne turnover. 11 turnovers for South Sevier as Caitlin Nilsson comes in for Buckmiller.
Yeah, you got time. Just be patient. Let her cross that line. Hit her with the ball.
Goebel will bring it up the floor for the Rams. Picked up by Grant. Crosses over. Grant able to get a hand on it, but corrals it back over to Nilsson. Into the corner to Miller. Farnsworth tried to jump the passing lane, and now Miller tries to drive, and an offensive foul will be called on Kinley Jensen on the screen. That'll be her second. And South Sevier's 12th turnovers. After the first quarter, Duchesne had 8 turnovers, South Sevier 1. It's now 16-12.
Yeah.
So 11-8 since the first quarter.
And you can see that in the score. Once 19-0. At that point, it's 20-13 in favor of Duchesne.
Yeah, another foul on South Sevier. That will send Presley Farnsworth back to the free throw line to shoot 2 as Whitley Goebel picks up her second.
Got to hit foul shots coming down the stretch, and Duchesne's done a good job at it, and controlling the basketball and ball movement. They've done a lot of things. They've handled the trap a lot better.
First free throw is good for Farnsworth. She has 4 points off the bench. Again, getting extended minutes due to the foul trouble for Chloe Cowan and Chesney Farnsworth.
And making it count.
Yeah, she's had a big game for them.
And as a freshman, you know, that can kind of help her with the confidence to play next year, that I can play on a big stage. And
this is the second free throw. Goebel the rebound on a run out, and she gets tied up by Presley Farnsworth. It'll stay with South Sevier.
Thought maybe that time instead of reaching.
No, they're going to give the timeout instead to Coach Johnson. So South Sevier got the timeout first. So a timeout called, 2:50 to go in the quarter. South Sevier 32, Duchesne 21 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. 32-21, South Sevier leads with 2:50 to go in the third quarter. This girls' consolation championship game. Pass comes into Goebel, guarded by Grant. She'll back out right side high. Hands off to Nilsson. Nilsson tries to bounce to the junction, got tipped away by Reese. It's on the ground. Duchesne has it. Lily Moon gets it out to Kira Grant. South Sevier's 13th turnover.
Good job by Reese poking that away.
Grant works her way to the middle of the floor. Left side high to Jaylee Farnsworth. Comes back out to Grant. Right wing works it over to Moon. Cut off on the baseline drive. And then it gets tipped off of her leg by Miller out of bounds. A Duchesne turnover.
She had that foot on the baseline. Came down, hit her knee.
Pass comes into Goebel. Goes for Miller, who makes the catch around Jaylee Farnsworth. Loses her footing as she loses the basketball. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch, they're going to say, by Duchesne, as Nilsson and Farnsworth were battling for it. So South Sevier basketball.
Caitlin hit it over there, but it looked like it touched Duchesne before, depending on where the end line was.
Nilsson to inbound, goes into the backcourt to Miller. Miller up ahead, right wing to Goebel. High post to Parsons. Into the corner to Goebel. She'll set. 3 on the way. Air ball. And the rebound to Jaylee Farnsworth. Poked away by Parsons, but Jaylee gets it back.
Yeah, South Sevier struggled to shoot the 3 ball tonight.
Left side up ahead at Grant. Out to Farnsworth. Right wing to Presley. Farnsworth dribbles in. Nothing there. Kicks it over to Grant. 3 on the way. Off the rim. Missed it short. Jensen the rebound for South Sevier. Falls to the floor. Able to pass it out for Miller. Up ahead to Nilsson. Right side layup. Blocked by Jaylee Farnsworth. South Sevier ball on the baseline.
That was a tremendous block, wasn't it? Basket saving block. Mills back in for Goebel for South Sevier.
Quick score update for you. Canyon View now leads Judge Memorial Summit Academy, 45-29 in that game.
Later today in the 3A, Richfield play for State and Mark Peterson's kind of swan song.
Yep.
Great inbound pass to Kinley Jensen, but missed.
That shot. Rebound on the ground. It's picked up by Farnsworth. They'll kick it out to Jaylee. Down the floor now, left side. They get it to Grant. She'll drive all the way in. Puts up the 6-foot runner off the back of the rim. No good. And the rebound to Miller for South Sevier. Nilsson the other way. Bounce pass up ahead to Mills on the left side. Mills dribbles in. Nothing there. Bounces out to the wing to Miller. Looking for Parsons. They get it to her. She spins into the lane. Nice pass to Jensen for the right side lay-in. She has 19.
That's a great wraparound pass from Parsons for a basket. Back to 13.
34-21. Across the timeline they come. Right side high, Farnsworth. Left side they swing it. Back to Farnsworth, right wing, has the ball knocked away by Mills, but she gets back. High post to Reese, 15-footer, banks it home. Bailey Reese with 6 off the bench to lead the Eagles.
It is right now kind of hanging around within shots of getting back into this game, down 11.
Up top is Nielsen. 1-4 high for the Rams. Now they're going to drop down the posts. Run Jensen up top, and she draws the foul. So Kinley Jensen will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Jaylee Farnsworth picks up her second.
So after that 19-0 lead, it's kind of tilted a little bit more towards Duchesne, and you like it when kids can claw back in. It kind of talks about the character of their program and their culture and their team. And easy to get down 19-0, Robert, and just pack your bags and cash it in, but not so with the Lady Eagles tonight.
Jensen missed the first, makes the second. She has 20 points to lead all scorers. Only player in double figures. Grant the other way, down the lane, puts up the runner. Offensive foul called as Kinley Jensen draws the charge on Kira Grant. That's her second.
And Kinley did a great job and a little toughness. She knew she was going to get contact. Instead of shying away from it, held her ground. And coaches love players that'll take a charge.
Shot clock turned off. 1-3-1 half-court trap by the Eagles. Pass up ahead off the hands of Reese. Miller makes the catch, drives the lane, puts up the 6-footer, no good. And the rebound at Presley Farnsworth. Down the floor to Grant. They'll slow it down with 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Right wing Jaylee Farnsworth. Bounces up top. They swing it over to Presley Farnsworth. Up top Grant. Kicks it left side to Chesney Farnsworth. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Out to Presley. 6 seconds. Up top to Grant. Bounces high post to Reese. Turnaround 14-footer. Off the glass, no good. And rebound is by Jensen. And that'll be how the third quarter comes to an end. Through 3, it's South Sevier 35, Duchesne 23 in this Girls Consolation Championship game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom along with KSL Sports.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
The City of Monroe is proud to have its own power company and to support South Sevier athletics. Monroe City Power delivers nice, bright lights for every South Sevier athletic event at home. Having a public power company enables Monroe City to provide community improvements that could not be afforded otherwise, while keeping rates down at the same time. The City of Monroe and Monroe City Electric Department are proud of their South Sevier Rams and wish them well in all endeavors.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. 12 points, South Sevier lead as we go to quarter number 4, 35-23. The Rams lead Duchesne in this Girls Consolation Championship game. And Curtis, so your expectation these final 8 minutes?
I think South Sevier needs to reestablish that defense. And right now they're just... turnover off of Kinley Jensen's foot, driving baseline.
Yep, dribble it off the foot out of bounds. 14th South Sevier turnover, 18 for Duchesne.
You want to close that door. Right now they're leaving the door open for Duchesne.
In the backcourt with it is Jaylee Farnsworth. Over to Kira Grant. She'll bring it up back to Jaylee. Right wing ahead to Presley. Couldn't get it to Chesney underneath. They go right wing to Jaylee. Up top to Grant. Left side for Chesney. Off the catch, she'll skip it back over to Jaylee, right side high. Up top to Grant. Bounces to the wing for Presley. Dribbles in, jumps top, 15-footer, short off the rim. And the rebound underneath, battled for. And they'll call a jump ball. As it was, they just kind of watched everybody lay there with it for a minute, but they will call the jump ball.
Duchesne ball. Kansas brought it out at the start of the quarter, right?
Yep, so Duchesne basketball on the baseline with 4 low.
Sometimes the shot clock indicator hasn't been accurate.
Right side with it is Torgerson, and an offensive foul called as Caitlin Nilsson hits the deck, and Tanisha Torgerson picks up her first, team's first.
Kind of spun and hit Caitlin in the face with the elbow. Not malicious, just happened.
Pass comes into Nielsen in the backcourt, being hounded by Jaylee Farnsworth down the right sideline. Works away down the floor, passes up ahead, knocked away by Torgerson. Out of bounds it goes, remains South Sevier basketball.
A good block by Tanisha over there on the sideline. Pressure. Duchesne's going to up this pressure into the backcourt.
Foul as Kinsey Parsons makes the catch on the entry. She gets pushed from behind. So second foul quickly in this quarter on Duchesne as Chedzi Farnsworth picks up her fourth.
So is that 2 with 4?
Yes, her and Cowan. Haven't seen Cowan come back in yet after leaving midway through the third quarter. Nice pass up the screen to Jensen. Left side layup is good. Kinley Jensen with 22.
Yeah, great find from Caitlin Nielsen. And then Duchesne stepped over the inline and then passed it. A turnover.
Yep, 20th turnover now by Duchesne. 35-37-23 is the score. South Sevier leads. 7:08 to go in the game. Nielsen to inbound. Run a screen for Jensen to the right side this time. Makes the catch against the double team. Puts it up, no good, but free throws coming for Jensen.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get Tanisha Torgerson on that.
That'll be her second. Team's third here in the first 54 seconds of the fourth quarter.
A great start for South Sevier. Get points, get a turnover, get back to the foul line.
First one is good from Jensen. Kinley Jensen now at 23. I mean, you look at both teams and nobody's scoring very much except for this one long line of points for Kinley Jensen. Second free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound tipped out, and Jensen has it for South Sevier. Across underneath to Miller. Defense flies by, and Miller with the lay-in.
What a pass, what a pass. Kinley Jensen with 23 points, which matches the number on her jersey.
We also have her with 11 rebounds.
Yeah.
Right junction with it is Torgerson. They bring it out up top to Presley Farnsworth. Left wing Jaylee. Skip it to Grant right side. Fakes left, looking to drive right. Got cut off by Mills. Goes left junction to Jaylee. Jaylee steps around the defense. Puts up the runner off the glass. No good. Jensen the rebound for South Sevier. Out to Nielsen.
Yeah, they got a great look. Just unable to get it to fall. And Caitlin Nielsen on the attack.
6.5 to go in the game. 40-23. 17 points. South Sevier lead. High post with it is Parsons. Faces up. Gets it down inside to Jensen. Over Torgerson. Blocked on the shot. And Jaylee Farnsworth the rebound. Baseball pass up ahead. Intercepted by Caitlin Nielsen. Poked away by Presley Farnsworth. Chesney Farnsworth has it for the Eagles. She'll dribble in. Takes the bump off the glass. No good. And rebound will be a jump ball. And that'll give it to South Sevier.
Opportunity there for the Eagles. And quite a bit of contact on that shot. I think Coach Grant saying, hey.
Wanted the bump.
I think he wanted the bump there.
Bailey Buckmiller into the game for Kinley Jensen for South Sevier. She lives to a big round of applause. Heck of a performance today by Kinley Jensen. Buckmiller gets it in to Nielsen. Nielsen brings it down the right sideline. Numbers for South Sevier. Fakes the pass. Scoop, a long scoop with the right hand. No good. Parsons the rebound. The putback and the foul.
Boy, offensive boards and putbacks a lot tonight for South Sevier. Both Grant and Jensen early and Parsons there. And she's another one of those returning building blocks for South Sevier coming back next year.
The and one, no good off the rim. Rebound underneath by Buckmiller. She'll try to go up inside, no good. Got her own rebound, goes back up, and she's fouled.
Good effort by Bailey there on the boards.
Bailey Buckmiller had a big game yesterday off the bench as she just draws the fourth foul on Tanisha Torgerson. All four coming in these 2 minutes and 6 seconds of the fourth quarter. Already the fifth team foul on Duchesne this fourth quarter. The South Sevier shooting the rest of the way as Buckmiller makes the first one, her first point off the bench. Chloe Cowan into the game for Presley Farnsworth for the Eagles.
Good minutes from Presley Farnsworth and for Duchesne.
So for Duchesne, you've got Cowan, Chesney Farnsworth, and Tanisha Torgerson, all with 4 fouls. For South Sevier, Patterson has 4, but they've had her on the bench for a long time and haven't necessarily needed her out there. Both free throws made by Buckmiller. Back to a 21-point lead. Right side they go to Chesney Farnsworth. Long two, nothing but net. Chesney Farnsworth with her first made basket. Up ahead to Miller, who got out on a run out. Slows down, lets the defense come in. Turnaround shot, high off the glass and in. Ashton Miller.
Assist from Caitlin Nielsen. Ashton, the senior for South Sevier Rams.
Grant with it. Bounces up top to Cowan. Skips the right side, short corner to Farnsworth. Steps to the double team, puts up the shot in traffic. Ooh. Nothing but net. Chesney Farnsworth getting going here in the fourth.
That's a great shot. Jump shot. Contested jump shot.
Nelson to Mills. Mills up the floor to Buckmiller. Down the lane for Parsons. Got it to her. Left side layup. No good. Miller, the rebound, goes back up. Blocked. Nilsson has it. She'll go back up and in. Caitlin Nilsson with 8. Trading baskets right now. Now a foul will be called on Ashton Miller. That will be her 3rd and the team's 1st this quarter. They'll bring Sydney Patterson back into the game. South Sevier right now back at their largest lead of 21 after Duchesne had got to within 12. And a timeout called. 4:57 to go in the game. This girls' consolation championship. South Sevier 48, Duchesne 27 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Some hands swing rackets or grip irons. Some make winning plays or navigate steep trails. And some hands heal. They mend broken bones, deliver new life, set us on the right path, and help us feel better again. At Sevier Valley Hospital, our hands are here to help and heal.
Good luck to the Lady Wildcats and Lady Rams this year from Red Rock Construction. Call Red Rock Construction for all your painting needs, indoor or outdoor, commercial or residential. And remember, Red Rock Construction for any remodeling projects as well, no matter how big or small. Whether it's the bathroom, kitchen, finishing a basement, or simple repairs to the home, call Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. That's Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. 979-5335. Red Rock Construction.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. 48-27, South Sevier leads at Duchesne with 4:57 to go in the game in this girls' consolation championship game. Eagles basketball coming out of the timeout.
Great start of the 4th quarter for South Sevier.
Right corner it goes. Dribbling baseline is Chesney Farnsworth, and she'll draw the foul on the drive. It'll go against Kansas Mills, her 3rd.
And Chesney right now has got that offense rolling. Hit a couple of big shots in the last couple of minutes. Now picks up the foul.
Inbounding underneath is Grant. Goes up top to Farnsworth. That's Chesney. Right side to Grant, off the screen, back to Chesney. Thought about the shot, dribbles into the left hand, spins in the lane, puts up the runner, off the glass, missed it short. Mills the rebound for South Sevier.
Kansas, a senior for South Sevier. Last game, good rebound.
Nilsson up ahead to Miller, left wing. Skips it back to Nilsson. Thought about the 3, now goes right corner to Patterson. Patterson dribbles in all the way to the rim, finger roll with the right hand, no good, missed it short. And the rebound knocked away from Grant, out of bounds by Miller. Duchesne ball.
Good driving attempt that time. I thought maybe she's going to kick it out to Caitlin, but good defensive effort by Duchesne.
Up the floor comes Cowan. Goes off the screen by Torgerson, cut off on the drive. They swing it around to Grant, wide open 3 on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, bouncing around, still bouncing, and eventually Nilsson has it for South Sevier. Beautiful bounce pass up ahead to Miller, down the lane left side. Defense flies by, blocked on the shot on the help defense by Farnsworth. Coming up with it is Grant, down the floor to Jaylee Farnsworth, left side layup, but no good, missed it short. Cowan the rebound, she misses the putback. Chesney with the rebound, and she'll go back up and in. Chesney Farnsworth now with 8.
Yeah, South Sevier not quick to get back, and 3 shots for the Lady Eagles.
And the one that got back is Patterson, who's playing with 4 fouls, so he's trying to be careful. And now a foul will be called as Patterson tried to go to Kansas Mills. They call it on Kansas Mills, the foul, so it'll be Duchesne basketball. Mills and Jaylee Farnsworth came together. Mills picks up her 4th, team's 3rd.
3:43 remaining.
That's when you rarely see go against the offense.
Very.
With it is Kira Grant. Right wing to Chesney Farnsworth. Up top to Jaylee. Nice quick pass underneath to Cowan. Pump fake, step back, put it up, off the glass and in. Chloe Cowan with her first made basket. She has 3 points.
Yeah, she's kind of been hampered with foul troubles. Had to extend and stay on the bench.
Patterson down the lane to Parsons. Left side lay-in is good. Beautiful break for South Sevier.
Boy, what an athletic move by Parsons.
Kira Grant shovels it over to Farnsworth in the corner. That's Chesney. Here comes the trap. Gets it inside to Torgerson. Faces up, turnaround shot over Parsons. Air ball hard. Rebound saved by Cowan, but it goes into Miller for South Sevier.
South Sevier able to maybe kind of bring this pace down a little bit with the 19-point lead. They started off 19-0, and this is about where we're at right now in the 4th.
Backdoor cut on the pass from Miller to Mills. A little bit out in front, off her fingertips, out of bounds. That's the 17th South Sevier turnover. 50-31, 19-point Rams lead, 2:50 to go in the game with this girls' consolation championship. The boys' game will also feature Duchesne and South Sevier. That'll be coming up with an 11:40 scheduled tip-off. Right side they go to Farnsworth, and Chesney turned to look the other way as it went off her fingertips out of bounds. 21st Duchesne turnover.
Kind of an unforced error that time.
Caitlin Nilsson in the backcourt with it for the Rams. Up ahead to Patterson. Patterson down the lane. Nice backdoor pass to Parsons for the easy lay-in. 10 off the bench for Kinsey Parsons.
The great ability of Patterson to penetrate and dish.
Up top, Cowan works away right side, spins, hands off to Grant, left wing, Jaylee Farnsworth. Up top, Grant. Bounces side post to Torgerson, to the wing to Jaylee, pump fake, steps to her left, 15-footer on the way, knocks it down. Jaylee Farnsworth with her first basket of the game.
Kind of froze Caitlin with that head fake and able to take one step to her left and hit the shot.
52-33 your score. Parsons down the lane, knocked away by Jaylee Farnsworth. Kicks to the corner now to Mills for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Miller underneath. Comes out to Patterson on the wing. Defense sagging. She'll lob up top to Nielsen. Right wing Mills. She'll set for three again. And that one's good. Kansas Mills gets her first basket of the game.
Good assist, Caitlin Nielsen.
This is now the largest lead of the game at 22 for South Sevier. 55-33. Grant out to Jaylee. Back to Grant. Holding. Now backdoor cut by Cowan, gets it to her, blocked on the shot by Parsons, and Parsons came away with it. Goes to Nielsen, got cut off by Jaylee. Now to Patterson.
A great fourth quarter for Parsons, both ends of the court.
In the corner, Miller wide open three from the left side, off the rim, no good. Nielsen the rebound, creating space with her body, puts up the shot as she fades away and got it to go. 10 for Caitlin Nielsen.
Yeah, great offensive attempt that time from Caitlin.
57-33, right wing is Kira Grant. Splits the double team. Nice bounce pass underneath to Torgerson. Puts it up high off the glass and in. Tanisha Torgerson with 4 points.
She got some space down there and kind of like Caitlin on the other end. Timeout, South Sevier.
50 seconds to go in the game. South Sevier leads at 57-35 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Mason Machinery has MacDon's M1240 windrower that offers cab features to keep operators safe, comfortable, and productive all day long, including Ultra Glide cab suspension, a high-back multi-adjustable air ride seat, Bluetooth radio, warning beacons, and a fully adjustable steering column. The deluxe option takes it further with heated vented leather seating, power mirrors, and a 360-degree night vision to keep you cutting long after the sun sets. The M1240 is the next level of harvesting performance. Ask Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora about an M1240 for your operation.
When Bark detects a digital danger, I receive automatic alerts so that I can deal with problems as they arise, while still respecting my son's privacy by not having to read through every single message. Bark even delivers research-backed recommendations on dealing with the issue. This helps me and my son work together, trust each other, and build a deeper bond. Bark has helped protect millions of children while detecting tens of thousands of severe self-harm situations. Bark brings us closer together.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
We're back here at the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. Right wing Sydney Patterson with it out of the timeout for South Sevier. 30 seconds to go in the game. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Rams as they display keep away. Bailey Buckmiller and Kinley Jensen came into the game during that timeout. Passed down the lane to Jensen, knocked away by Cowan. Jensen gets it back and a jump ball called. And so it'll go to Duchesne on the South Sevier turnover. It was either going to be a jump ball to Duchesne or Kinley Jensen picked it up and stood up with it. So it would have been traveling too.
Got a lot of options there.
15 seconds to go. Walking it up is Grant. As they will just likely play for maybe one more shot here.
I think they're just going to dribble the game out right now.
Yeah, they're going to give it up to Cowan, who will do so. One of the three seniors for this Duchesne team. Coach Grant with a cheer for his team. And that will do it. 57-35 is your final. South Sevier finishes in 5th place as Duchesne will finish the season in 6th. The seeds they had coming into the tournament are where they land coming out of the tournament for these two teams. We'll take a break and come back with your Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.